Hey there at Indoor Air. This is Don Cunningham, and I'd like to talk to you today about some things that you can do to increase your visibility online. And the three things I wanted to talk about are content, citations, and backlinks. Now, I have your website up here, and we can take a look at it. It's a good-looking website. Okay, now it's been found that the websites that seem to rank higher on Google have between 1,500 and 2,400 words content on their homepage. Okay, you have about 1,550 words of content on your homepage. So as far as the word content, you're in good shape. But the other thing is you want to make sure in your content you have words that are going to be used in searches that will cause your site to be found. Okay, now the next thing I wanted to talk about is citations. What a citation is, it's your name, address, and a phone number, also known as an app. As we can see here, you have your name, address, and phone number. Also, if I click on your address, if I click on your site here, then your profile comes up here. And then here we can, again, we can see the name, and then we scroll down and we can see your address and your phone number. And this is known as an app. Now, the important thing about the app is you want to have that listed in online directories. Okay, here's a chart showing some of the directories that your app can be listed in. That you're familiar with a lot of them. Bing, Yahoo, Yelp, BBB, Yellow Pages, and there are a couple of hundred other directories that your app can be listed in. But the important thing is you want to have your NAP listed in at least a couple hundred directories, um, which that's going to give your site relevance as far as Google ranking is concerned. Now, there's a site that I go to called Bright Local. Now, on that site, I can look and find the number of directories that your site is listed in, and also a number of sites your competitor is listed in. And what we want to do there is we want to match what your competitor is listed in and even add your site to your NAP to even more directories. And then the third thing I wanted to talk about is backlinks. Backlink is when one website links to another website online. The site what it does, it gives the site being linked to authority. And the more sites you have linking back to your site gives your site more authority. And by authority, what that does is like the sites linking to your site are giving your site a recommendation. But the important thing is you want them to be a relevant site, something related to your business, related to what your site is about. Okay, now let's look at your competitor. This is the website of one of your top competitors, Supreme. Take a look at their site. Also have a good looking website. A lot of pictures and word content. Now I did find that they do have about 1,650 words of content on their homepage. Okay, now this is a tool that I use. It's an analytical tool called Hrefs. It's a paid tool, but what it does, it gives the background details on what Google uses when it's ranking a website. So this is your competitor's website. I brought up an audit of their website, and it's talking about keywords. It shows here they are being found for 11 keywords and 82 backlinks. So we can take a look at the keywords here. Okay, this shows the actual keywords that it shows the keywords and the volume of the volume and the traffic for these keywords that are causing their site to be found. Okay, so now let's look at their backlinks. They do have 82 backlinks that are pointing back to their site. And here again, we can take a look and actually see what sites are linking back to their site. And what could be done here is you get the same sites linking back to your site, and then in addition to that, we could get even more sites linking back to your site, which gives your site more authority. Okay, now I ran an audit of your site in Ahrefs, and this is what we came up with here. You're being found for 3 keywords, and you have 26 backlinks. So these are the keywords right here that you're being found for. So what we could do here is you could use some of the same keywords that your competitor is being found for, which would also raise your ranking, and then include that in your word content. Okay, now here we see these are the sites that are linking back to your site. So what we have here, what we could do here again is we could get the same sites that are linking back to linking back to your competitor. You get those sites to link back to your site, and then add more sites to link back to your site, giving you more relevance and authority. Well, that's it in a nutshell. Again, we went over content. You want to have at least a minimum of 1,500 words on your homepage, which you have, and you want to have keywords in that content that will be used in searches to cause your site to be found. And then we went over citations. You would like to have your NAP listed in um, at least a couple hundred online directories. And then we went over backlinks. You want to have more backlinks that will give your site more authority in Google searches. And if we take care of those 3 things, then it should raise your ranking, your Google ranking and visibility. So I hope this has been informative, hope this information has been informative for you and you like what I've showed you. And these are all things that you could do yourself, but if you like a quicker, more effective route, you can give me a call. My number is 714-473-0269. My name is Don Cunningham, and my number is 714-473-0269. Thank you for watching the video, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. You have a great day.